Hi guys, Tasia Johnson here. Wanted to share with you my Biz 270 project on taking a family vacation and how it's beneficial to your health. First, here's our first official family vacation. I classify this as our first official family vacation simply because it required us to get a passport and it was our kids' first time flying, as well as leaving outside the North American region, although the Bahamas is technically a part of it. Some of the things we're looking to is who's taking time off here. Who's taking time off? Based on a survey that I looked up, there were countries that mandated so much time off, and so we'll dig into that. As you see here, the United States is not on the top list of that has mandated taking time off. We have Kuwait that offers or that requires that you take off at least 30 days. The minimum is 25 days, and that's from France and Finland and Sweden. Here we are here in the States. The United States does not mandate that we take off any time, zero time off. While you may work for companies that require us to take or that provide us with PTO and we accrue time off, it's technically still not mandated that we take off any time here in the States. Now we're going to dig into some of the factors and the importance of taking time off. You're going to learn, if you don't already know, that we have benefits to taking time off from work. Here you see that on average, we need to factor in the cost. One of the key things that you need to look at in taking time off is the cost factor. To take a vacation domestically, on average, it says it costs about $580. Let's just round that up to $600. And I can attest to that because I have a family of four, and we travel to the Caribbean quite a bit, as well as California. And I can attest that on average, a 4-day trip will cost the four of us about $2,500 to $3,000. It's good to get away, guys. It is good to get away. It's important to get away. Don't worry about what you're leaving behind. Most of us work for, fairly large, if not small to medium-sized businesses, whereas we have people that we can hand off our responsibilities to. So that's something that you need to factor in. It's okay. Your work is going to be there when you get back, as well as your job. Some of the benefits I will cover. One of the benefits is your health. Your health. Taking time off pretty much restores your health. It allows your body to relax. You get away from all the hustle and bustle. And most of us are in the DMV area, the Washingtonian area, and we live in a hectic environment where we deal with traffic, the stress of being able to get to work on time. So restore your physical health by taking time off and exercising if you don't already do it during, your regular work schedule. Taking time off also restores our mental health. If you're anything like me, even when I'm off, I'm thinking about work. Did I put this on the schedule? Did I neglect this? Was there anything that I forgot? So, although we may not be on the clock, our mind is constantly still thinking about things that attributes to work, even if it's not actual work, is managing our day-to-day schedule and what we have coming up. So, here's a benefit for taking time off. Taking time off restores our mental power. I know for me, when I come off a vacation, I feel like, hey, even if it was just 5 days, hey, I'm good for the next 360 days of the year where I'm working. And I'm already thinking about what can we do on our next vacation. So that helps me rejuvenate and I have something to look forward to in the next upcoming year. Another benefit for taking time off is you restore or you build family relationships. Here is a photo of me and my family. This was the Dominican. We took time off. This was our third or fourth Caribbean trip. We had little to no internet access or data services on our telephones. So it's good if you can get away whereas though you don't have that distraction because you're pretty much forced to bond with each other. I mean, think about it. There are days throughout the week and throughout the year outside of vacation that you barely have that communication. So that's a good time to build and restore family relationships. Decrease being burnt out. Taking time off and taking a vacation, you decrease being burnt out. As I mentioned earlier, you pretty much have time to recuperate, restore, revive, and rejuvenate yourself. So taking a vacation reduces that amount of time, even if it's just for 4 or 5 days. Hey, it's okay to, even if you're not there to do 4 or 5 days, do 2 days. Make it a staycation. Check in at a local hotel. Get away from your norm. Don't drive your car, whatever it may be. Even if you start off small, start off somewhere to reduce being burnt. Here's my favorite. Oh, my ultimate favorite. When I saw this was on the list, I'm like, yes, that is me. That is me. I get more excitement from actually planning our family vacation, researching where we want to go, just first making the decision, researching where we want to go, researching what's available, understanding the safety mechanisms. So when we actually get to our family vacation, I've already been there mentally and internally. And so when we get there, our family is just like, what's next? What are we going to do? I'm like, here, I've already planned it out. So when we get there, I've already done it and I visited it in my mind and I've envisioned it. But so I can attest to, again, this being the most exciting opportunity and taking a vacation because I get rejuvenated just thinking about it. Want to recap here on the benefits of taking a vacation. There are, as I mentioned earlier, I share with you some slides and share with you the benefits. But just to recap, you're going to restore your physical health. You're going to boost your mental health. Not only that, your mental power. And one of out of these list of items here, this one is restoring your mental power. You're going to rejuvenate yourself, but also your family relationships. I enjoy the time that we have the opportunity to get away from day-to-day distractions. We also reduce being burnt out, and one of my most favorite is you are excited and you build happiness as a result of planning. And I can attest to that. I come to the conclusion of my presentation. I just want to share with you some of the other vacations that we've had or share some of our moments that have been a great pleasure and most memorable to me and my family. To the left here, we have my husband and I. We were in the Dominican here. To the right, we were also in the Dominican. It was an excursion that we took and we did some mudding. And you see my daughter, I tried to make sure that she got dirty because she's like, Mom, I want to get dirty. So I drove off and made sure if there were any puddles that she got splashed. But also a memorable moment here is we were told during this excursion that a portion of the movie Anaconda was filmed here. So I also try to put history and add some educational opportunities there for our kids. Here we're in the Cayman of the water. This is why I ultimately love the Caribbean. I can see what's approaching me. Um, I'm not taking anything from the States. We have a lot of murky water. You can go to Keys and get some blue water, maybe out on the West Coast, but the water is just so serene. It's so relaxed. And even the people there, no matter what Caribbean island we've been to thus far, they are just so relaxed. You see how you experience how relaxed the area is and their culture is, even with the employees. A couple other photos here. My husband's on the horse, as am I. Our daughter's in the back. We're prepping to take an excursion. And here she is as well on the horse. MIA is our husband, our son, because he's gotten to the point whereas he goes on vacation to go to sleep. And I'm like, dude, you're going to go on vacation to go to sleep. You can stay home and go to sleep, and we can save money if that's what you want to do and invite somebody else that's really going to soak up this atmosphere. Here's another experience. We were in the Cayman. I try to go off a beaten path. I want to get the authenticity of the island and their food. And we don't really get that when we stay on the resort. So I often try to soak up the island, get to know the culture, understand their environment, and their culture, as I mentioned earlier. After sharing some of my key points and experiences and the benefits of taking a vacation, the question I have for you is, are you ready for your vacation? I am. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed.